It's like 14 years old. It is a kid.
I've known a couple of people to have accidents, a couple of cases die. It's the risk you take.
You go out playing on the roads, you're going to hit someone, hurt someone, kill someone.
Pumps your blood, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes me want to wake up in the morning.
I'm George King and I'm an extreme athlete. I spend my life pushing my mind and my body and constantly challenging myself to push the boundaries of what's possible. In this series, I'm meeting other young people who engage in risky and sometimes illegal activities to get their kicks. I want to understand the dangers they face, find out what motivates them, and to get as close as possible to their experience. These activities are extremely dangerous. Do not attempt to recreate them. Today, I've come to Bristol to enter the world of a car meetup. Underground events where car obsessives show off their cars, spinning practices known as drifting, and sometimes even race each other on the open road. It's loud, lively, and very dangerous. Lewis Taylor's a regular.
How are you? Good.
He tells me how he thinks tonight is going to pan out.
So it'll be a multitude of small little meets at different locations throughout Bristol, getting progressively more wild as the evening goes.
These meetups attract large crowds. There's no regulation and accidents aren't uncommon. Some people have even died in car collisions.
The element of control, I guess, yeah, it can be lost because unlike doing it on a racetrack or somewhere where it's professionally controlled, anyone can turn up, anyone can do anything, and there's no real control or prediction of what's really going to happen. Everyone does go at their own risk. If you don't agree with it and you don't like it, then people just do not attend.
Around me, more and more people are arriving.
So you two are like two peas in a pod with the beards. Definitely, bro. There's clearly a big attraction with these car meetups. Yeah, definitely. What is it about them which really fuels a fire inside you guys?
It's just the passion, the escape, and you get your hooning round, you get your street racing, your drifting. You know, it's a different world when everyone goes to sleep.
So how much money do you have to invest in these sort of things?
Overall, I put over 10 grand into this car, coming up on 15.
You're trying to do something which is truly unique, no one else has got.
That's what the car scene's all about, it's expressing yourself through your car, innit?
Do you know people who have got seriously injured doing this?
I've known a couple of people to have accidents, get hurt, in a couple of cases die. You know, it's the risk you take. Everyone's got their passions and their hobbies, and you know, you have people launch themselves out of aeroplanes doing skydiving. That's dangerous. This is what we do.
These meetups change location many times during one night. The organisers want to stay one step ahead of the police. Like an illegal rave, it's a group text that tells everyone where to head next.
Everyone's going to get a nice little ping on their phone, and it's going to say we're going to the next location, which is about 3 or 4 miles away, and then as the evening progresses, we're going to be out for some fun.
Oh, so it's just building up, calm before the storm. We're here at the second location now. Things are getting a bit more busy. You can hear the cracks of the engine, building up the energy. It's almost like tit for tat, you know, like competition of the sound. You guys strike me as the odd ones out here.
Always the odd ones out.
Yeah, is that a big drive, trying to be unique in this game?
Costs a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of money, big damages, but
yeah.
it's all part of the fun.
It's about atmosphere.
Yeah. You're all linked by the same passion of cars. You can meet the same people.
Yeah, it's sort of like a family.
Got anxiety and depression, and my life was pretty crap beforehand. Coming into this, it's just opened everything up for me.
When you're behind that wheel, do all your problems kind of escape?
I feel free, if that makes sense.
It's like gunshots. You can even feel the floor vibrate. The way I see you react to that, is like it gives you energy.
That makes me want to wake up in the morning. You know what I mean? That's what I live for. Shit like that. Every time someone reps, like a Coke bottle inside me, wanting to you know what I mean? We're just only trying to have fun, but they're here trying to do us for our tyres. They're trying to ruin the night.
With the first sign of the police, we get another text and we're on to the next location.
Looks like we're going to switch environments now.
Which is around about 3 miles away.
I guess the idea is for them to start drifting around the roundabout. Seems like the authorities have shut this one down. It's almost like cat and mouse.
The next location is set across the border in Chepstow, Wales. This is a new county, which means the Bristol police will find it harder to keep track.
But it seems like these guys don't like to give up. They like to persevere.
What greets me is an incredible sight. Suddenly, I can see why it's so dangerous.
So I think they try and push it to the limit. I mean, right to the limit of the tires bursting, the tires breaking. It's like 14 years old. It is a kid. What's the attraction to trying to get it to pop? Are you trying to push it to the limit or what?
I guess it's just whatever people enjoy. It's just a bit of a release of a stressful week. Come on down and let it all out.
Is this passion something you see yourself doing for the rest of your life?
Yeah. Say if I won the lottery tomorrow, mate, I'd buy a racetrack straight away. And then I'd rent it out to people, £40 a person, and sorted, man.
Would you consider it a sport?
Yeah, motorsport, drifting, everything, mate. This is the best sport there is. To play football, it takes one ball. To race, it takes two.
Seems like things are wrapping up here. I've had an understanding of the thrill they get from it, and I wouldn't mind having a little crack myself.
I want to experience the adrenaline rush of drifting, but within a legal capacity.
Hello.
So I've come to a controlled racetrack in Northampton to learn from the professionals.
What got you into drifting in the first place?
An argument for me with my ex-wife on the way home from the pub. Put my foot down a little bit too hard and the back of the car started to slide.
And that was what planted the seed?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, should we give it a go then?
I'm ready when you are.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, clutch down, nice, revs up nice and strong.
Yeah, go.
And let go. That's it.
Yeah, feeling it.
And let it go. That's better.
Oh, I see that, I see it. There was a certain point where I actually felt the drift. Yeah. It's like you're in control of a roller coaster. It feels that kind of thrill. Once you get a feel for how the drift goes, once you know what that feeling is, you've got to try and hone in on that and focus on that.
I think the way we're going to progress it is go into figure of eight.
Go, power. Off. You didn't come off power, you just lifted. You slightly lifted, that wasn't off. Dave, can you grab the cone? That's up. Off. Back on power. Off. Back on. You're going clutch down and pull. Clutch up, power. And stop. Nice. Doing really well.
Thank you, thank you. So I really enjoyed today, and I see why you love it. I can see it's addictive, the sound, the smell.
Addictive.
And with this, you solely are in control of the car. When you're out in the streets, you're not in control of a pedestrian going in front of you.
If you go out playing on the roads, you're going to put lives at risk. You've seen modified car meets, they get it wrong. Hit someone, hurt someone, kill someone. They're going to prison. The biggest problem we've got is there isn't enough places to do this. Yeah. The council have taken away a motorsport park and they're turning it to warehouses.
So how best would you describe drifting?
It's the most amount of fun you can have with your clothes on.
It's really addictive. Once you get in the rhythm and you feel the skid and the sound, I can understand why these people do this every single weekend.
I think I've broken the car.
What I learned from the car meetups and the track day is that it's not as easy as it looks. And I don't think it's an issue with the car community collectively. The racetrack obviously gives an opportunity to learn in a controlled environment, and I felt that today, but they're not very available. They cost money. On your doorstep are the streets. I think that's the reason why these people go to the meets, but it's going to cause a serious accident.